G'day legends, we're going to check out a plugin called VoxGuru by THR. This is a one-stop shop for getting your vocals sounding great in a mix. Everything you need is right here in this one plugin to dial your vocals in and just get them sitting in the mix just right. So check this out.
Show me the way out of this labyrinth. I've been lost, wandering in circles, and my soul, it longs only for you, just for you. Won't you speak to me? I need to hear your voice again, just to know you're real, just to know I'm not dreaming.
So that's a massive difference. You can hear the raw vocal is kind of muddy, doesn't really cut through the mix quite right. It just doesn't sound very good until we turn on VoxGuru, and then all of a sudden the vocal sits in the mix just right. There's enough air and detail in the voice that it cuts through. Doesn't sound harsh, doesn't sound muddy. It just sits in there just right. Now, before you say he's probably using like one of his expensive studio microphones, this song was actually tracked on a $169 US microphone from a company called Topping, the CL101. I recently did a review on this microphone. Extremely cheap and affordable mic. You know, it's accessible gear, and then this plugin is doing the rest. If after you watch this demo, you want to go and try out VoxGuru for yourself, there's a link in the description below. Make sure you hit that link and go and check it out. So as you can see, we've got a bunch of modules in here. It's all kind of built into this one plugin. So our first one is our dynamics section, and that's our compression and de-essing and a little bit of tone shaping as well. You can choose between a couple of different styles of compression that give you different tonal characteristics. And then we've got our EQ module, which again has a couple of different flavors of EQ. We've got vintage, classic, pop, and modern. Over here, we've got our saturation. So we've got tube, fuzz, tape saturation, and soft clipping. And then we also have our time section, which is our reverb and delay. And we've got a bunch of different types of reverb: large, huge, room, hall, chamber, small, medium. We can play with the delay. We can choose the delay rate, and then you can play with the amount of reverb and the amount of delay. There's ducking as well, so while the vocal's singing, it can push the reverb and the delay down and push it out of the way. And then lastly, we've got our effects module, which has some cool stuff like a doubler, a phone effect, chorus. We've got an amplifier effect, harmony. This is really cool. You can add harmonies to your voice, which we're going to try out as well. And we also have a phaser. So there's a lot packed into this plugin. There's a lot to unpack here. Now you see down the bottom here, there's also this ADV, which stands for advanced. When you click on that, it opens up advanced settings. So without that, you've got a fairly simple interface, which is nice to just do quick changes and just dial a sound in. But if you really want to get a bit more fiddly with the settings, you can. So you just click on the advanced settings. So you can fine tune the compressor settings, the threshold. You can choose whether it's fast, slow, or auto. You can also play with the frequency detector for the de-esser, and you can set a range for the amount of de-essing and a range for the amount of compression that's going to happen. There's also a mix knob within here and a tone section. So it gives you a lot more options as soon as you click on that advanced setting. And same with on the EQ module. Basically all you have is a master knob here, which dials in the amount of EQ that's happening, and a high pass filter, so a low cut. If we click on advanced, then we can start playing with the actual EQ itself, and you can click and drag these around, or you can literally just boost the EQ points that have been picked out. So if you choose a preset, then these will all be set up, and then you can either just boost more or less of that frequency. If we open up our saturation drive module in the advanced tab, then we can play with the bias, the tone, and a mix knob as well. And then on our reverb module, we can open up these advanced settings, and everything on the left hand side is for our reverb, and everything on the right hand side is for the delay. We can adjust the amount of reverb with these sliders. We can play with the amount of ducking for either the reverb or the delay, and then we can play with the decay, room size, diffusion, and dampening. And then same with the delay, you can play with the feedback, the rate. You can make it a ping pong delay, and you can add width to it as well. It's pretty cool. And then if we open up the advanced tab on our effects module, then you get some extra options per the effect. So on our doubler, we've got a variation and a width, but then if we go over to our phone effect, we've got dirt and the resonance, and we also have a center frequencies. Each effect has its own advanced settings. Especially in the harmony section, you can choose whether you want to have 2 voices or 1. You can play with the spread of the voices, and then you can also decide what harmony it's going to be. So if we're working in a major harmony, we can have it a third below, we can have it a fifth below, and we can have it a sixth below. Or we can go in the opposite direction, have it a third above, a fifth above. So you can kind of choose your harmonies, and you can have different ones for the left and the right, which is really cool. And one thing I forgot to mention earlier is you can actually move the modules around. So pretty cool. You can arrange this in any order you want. You can put the EQ right at the end. You can put your saturation at the start. You can order this in any way that you please. You can load all of the individual modules as well, which is really cool. So you can just load up the compressor if you just want to use that and you don't want to use anything else. Same for any of these modules. So unpacking all of those settings there, you can see this plugin has a lot in it, right? There's so much going on here. There's a lot to play with here. And for some of you, maybe that's a little overwhelming. You might be like, let's just close that advanced tab and let's just stick with that simple user interface. So, that's a little bit friendlier, but it is great to have all of those settings there that you can tweak. Now, this setting that I have here on the vocals at the moment, this is a preset. So I flicked through their presets. There is a ton of presets here. Look at all these male voice presets, female, pop, hip hop, R&B. Like, gosh, there's a ton of presets to get you started. Even for the harmonies, you can see we've got major, minor, and then you pick your key and then you pick a preset in here. There's so much here to get you started. It's really great to have so many presets to play with. Now, all I did was I came down to rock and I flicked through these until I landed upon one I liked, and that was large rock lead, and then I just tweaked it a little bit. So let's flick through a couple of presets so you can hear what this plugin does.
Show me the way out of this labyrinth. I've been lost, wandering in circles, and my soul, it longs only for you, just for you. Won't you speak to me? I need to hear your voice again, just to know you're real, just to know I'm not dreaming. Break this night, show me the light, lead me home again. I've been longing, I've been tired of the dark. Break this heart just to restart, make me whole again. I'm apathetic, an empty shell, learning to love again.
So you can see all of these presets work pretty well. I thought most of those were usable, and then I could just tweak a couple of little things, maybe with the EQ here and there, just to get it to sit right with my voice. But just really solid starting points to getting a vocal to sit in the mix nicely. You can hear as soon as we bypass it, the vocal's just like, doesn't really sit in there. So it's definitely doing a good job at just getting the vocal to sound cleaner and a bit more polished and just mix ready. So for example, let's take this preset here, bright tube vocals. Let's have a listen to what this sounds like.
Show me the way out of this labyrinth. I've been lost, wandering in circles, and my soul, it longs only for you, just for you.
That's pretty cool, and it lives up to the name, bright tube vocals. I can definitely hear that tube saturation, and the vocals are definitely nice and bright and sitting in the mix a little bit clearer. But you can hear the tube does that kind of low mid kind of muffly saturation that you kind of get from tubes, right? Which can be really cool if you want that character added to your voice. I find with my vocals that I have like a little bit of low mid in my voice that has to be dealt with. So for me, that sounds like a little kind of too woolly for what I like to hear. But then if we jump over to the next preset, modern lead, let's check this one out.
Show me the way out of this labyrinth. I've been lost, wandering in circles.
Much cleaner. That works much better with my voice, and that's a great starting point. Now if I wanted to add more saturation, then I could run with this preset, and then I could turn on the drive, and I could pick a drive module that I think suits. So let's just test a couple of these out.
Show me the way out of this labyrinth. I've been lost, wandering in circles, and my soul, it longs only for you, just for you.
Kind of like 30% of tape sounds pretty nice to me. It calms down those really high frequencies that have been added, but we're still getting the air, but it just smooths it out a little bit further, which I really like.
Show me the way out of this labyrinth. I've been lost, wandering in circles, and my soul, it longs only for you, just for you.
That's really cool. Okay, so as you can see, it's so easy to find a good starting point and then tweak from there. So if I wanted more reverb, I could just start cranking that up.
Show me the way out of this labyrinth. I've been lost, wandering in circles, and my soul, it longs only for you, just for you.
I like that. That's really nice. Let's just skip through these reverbs, crank it up so you can hear the differences.
Show me the way out of this labyrinth. I've been lost, wandering in circles, and my soul, it longs only for you, just for you.
It's cool. Some really good sounds in there. I actually really liked kind of the medium plate. I thought that was nice. I assume it's a plate.
Show me the way out of this labyrinth. I've been lost, wandering in circles.
Really nice balanced reverb, that one. I like that. Let's chuck some harmonies on this, right? So if we turn on our effects module, jump over to harmony, we are in the key of F sharp minor. Let's just crank this up and see what it does to start with.
Show me the way out of this labyrinth. I've been lost, wandering in circles, and my soul, it longs only for you, just for you.
That sounds pretty good. There's a couple little notes at the end there that were like maybe a little questionable, but even if we had this at around 30%, I think this is going to sound pretty cool in the mix.
Show me the way out of this labyrinth. I've been lost, wandering in circles, and my soul, it longs only for you.
So that low one gets a little quirky right there. So what we could do is jump into the advanced settings, turn off the first voice, which is doing the third below, or even we could actually just put this both onto thirds, and then let's just add some spread to it and see how it sounds. Maybe like get a double track effect.
Show me the way out of this labyrinth. I've been lost, wandering in circles, and my soul, it longs only for you, just for you.
Cool. All right, see, that's pretty good. That sounds pretty decent in there, and that's cool. Putting them both on the same harmony setting, but just cranking the spread. That's kind of what I would do if I'm tracking harmonies. I would double track them, pan them out, get a nice wide sound. This is just like a shortcut to getting that effect, which is really cool if you just need to quickly add some harmony somewhere, or even if maybe you're not very good at singing harmonies, you don't quite have the ear to pick that up. This is a cool way of sort of getting that into the mix. Okay, but let's say maybe you don't want that harmony thing on all the time. You just want to add harmony here and there. You could kind of tweak this a couple of different ways, but I think kind of the quickest way you could use this, where you just inject harmonies here and there, is to add some automation. So I'm going to turn the level all the way down. I put the track into latch mode, and then I'm just going to turn this up and down as I want to hear harmonies.
Show me the way out of this labyrinth. I've been lost, wandering in circles, and my soul, it longs only for you, just for you.
That's pretty cool. So that's just a quick arrangement there, but kind of like every second line having a harmony on it. And now we play this back.
Show me the way out of this labyrinth. I've been lost, wandering in circles, and my soul, it longs only for you, just for you.
So that's really cool, right? Like having a harmonizer within a plugin like this, it's just like, it's cool. Okay, so what about some of the other effects in here? Let's check these out.
Show me the way out of this labyrinth. I've been lost, wandering in circles, and my soul, it longs only for you, just for you. Won't you speak to me? I need to hear your voice again.
So you can easily do that kind of megaphone effect.
Break this night, show me the light, lead me home again. I've been longing.
I always like a little bit of chorus on vocals. I think it sounds really nice.
Break this heart just to restart, make me whole again. I'm apathetic, an empty shell. I'm learning to love again.
That's pretty cool. You can create some nice filter effects out of this. So as you can see, you kind of have everything you need here to just get a vocal dialed in, even for creating cool effects with vocals as well. What we're going to do is wipe this clean, and I'm just going to dial in a vocal from scratch. All right, let's do this.
Show me the way out of this labyrinth. I've been lost, wandering in circles, and my soul, it longs only for you, just for you. Won't you speak to me? I need to hear your voice again, just to know you're real, just to know I'm not dreaming. Break this night, show me the light, lead me home again. I've been longing, I've been tired, tired of the dark. Break this heart just to restart, make me whole again. I'm apathetic, an empty shell, learning to love again. I'm learning to love again.
I reckon that sounds pretty good. Let's just bypass this off and on and see how it went.
Show me the way out of this labyrinth. I've been lost, wandering in circles, and my soul, it longs only for you, just for you.
That sounds pretty good to me. I love how simple and easy that is. Like, didn't even have to go into the advanced settings in the compressor and the EQ and any of that stuff. It literally just sounded good just playing with these couple of knobs. But of course, it's great to have the ability to dive into those advanced settings if needed. So you have it, guys. That is VoxGuru by THR. If you want to check this out for yourself, there's a link in the description below. Make sure you head over to their website and do the free trial, test it out, see what you think, and if you like it, grab a copy of it. As always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support this channel, check out the link in the description below to my website. Go and check out my range of sample packs and mixing courses. That is a massive way of showing your support to this channel. And if you're interested in checking out my Trigger 2 sample pack, check out this next video coming up.